the recap right. We after Krell finished absolutely mollywopping the fuck out of the Goliath in the underground Coliseum, we
To
we
with
we
his
you won some money. Her odds were, I think, what was it, 15-1,
Yeah.
and we won some money and a house. Went to said house. House was pretty bad. It was dilapidated, needed some furniture, had some hay laid out though. I went and the heroic man I am hunted some squirrels and 2 cats so we could eat that night.
I
Next
made the
morning,
worst soup ever,
you
made
made
of
the
crow.
you made the best soup ever. It had squirrel liver in it.
You don't know if it had squirrel liver in it or not.
It had squirrel organs. Sorry. We went to Miss Hollia Thornton's home. She gave us our task regarding the Redbrands and just absolutely slaughtering them. That wasn't the task. I have it written down here. I need to read it real quick. She told us where their hangout was, which was the Sleeping Giants tap house, and that their leader, his name being Glassstave, is chilling in the Tresendar Manor. And we fought a bunch of them inside a tavern and won.
And stole their scarves.
And stole their scarves, yeah.
And a suit of armor.
And a suit of armor for Krell, which we're gonna go get fitted to her later.
And scared the shit out of the bartender.
Yeah. She had it coming, alright? She pulled a knife on me. Probably because I just killed all of her patrons. But you know what? They shouldn't have picked a fight with me.
Fair.
Well, I guess I picked the fight by decking that guy in the skull with a bar stool.
Well, you started the fight. Who's to say if you picked that fight?
Yeah, I didn't instigate the fight. I just started it.
But either way, you gain inspiration for a good retelling. Which Spoon used his, and West did not. As we
Got him.
prepare ourselves to leave the scene of this slaughter and head back to our home, well, Spoon's new home, for some much needed rest after two of us were beaten unconscious.
I got back up, though. And then I killed 2 more people. Or was it 1 more? I don't remember. I remember I killed 1 guy with my crossbow, shot another guy. And I think I killed the same guy.
In fact, we're going to have problems with the law in the future.
Nah. It'll be fun. We're hunting down We're hunting down bad guys.
With that statement about the law, roll me a history checklist.
History?
As far as
What's
you
with
can
them? I always
as far as you recall, you don't remember having seen even a single guard anywhere in this town.
Ah, there you go. They can't arrest us if there isn't any law enforcement. Can I roll history? Can I? Because I probably got buddy with the guards, if there were any.
Sure.
7.
More or less the same.
Yeah. Probably not
No one
guards.
obviously posing as guards, but it is possible that they have some kind of standing militia in place should anything get too crazy.
Probably
They
run
have a
by
sheriff.
Miners Exchange.
You know, like a feared or something.
They have a group of miners that guard the town on their break. Just a bunch of like sweaty, dirty fucking guys in hard hats walking around with pickaxes.
They have a sheriff.
Well, they do have a town master that you have yet to meet.
That's true.
And
I'm
speaking
sure
of
he'll-
which, well, we've been investigating the sleeping giant. our friend Douglas over here has been wandering around getting the lay of the land, and he has found our missing companion Sildar, who has actually taken up residence, or not so much residence, but made his... Can't click the right button for some reason. He has basically set up shop in the Townmaster's Hall as he continues to look for any trace of his friend Yarno.
Well, that's a lovely piece of information.
That you currently do not have yet. Only
That-
Douglas
that
has
I-
that.
That only Douglas has. Lots of missing people. Two missing people.
Oh god. Okay, first we need to rest.
First, we need to rest.
Luckily, we don't have far to drag our broken bodies to get some rest, as your house is only across the street.
See, that is a tavern brawl. They usually don't end in that much blood. But, boy, did this one.
I mean, there were bandits.
Yeah, but you know, you can usually just beat the shit out of one and they'll get the idea. But these guys, they were willing to die for their cause, which I can kind of respect. But they disrespected me first, so they had it coming.
So as we're walking out of the Sleeping Giant, a handful of farmers bearing pitchforks and hoes and other farming implements begin to walk up toward the road towards us, seeming quite upset.
I told you those cats had owners.
No, it's fine, it's fine. They're not here for the cats.
Then what they're here for?
I don't know, but there wouldn't be this many of them if they were here for the cats. Unless those two cats happen to run the town.
Can
What?
everyone check to see where they're going?
They're heading directly towards you.
I'm gonna be like, all right, stand aside, watch this, and I'm gonna walk up the road a bit until like I'm to this crowd of people and be like, hey, what's going on, folks? What can we do for you?
Well, the ruckus here at the Sleeping Giant was reported to the Townmaster, and he's
that right?
dispatched a group of fighting fit men to see what's going on over here.
Ah, well, need you worry not. We actually already took care of it.
Yeah, it was one hell of a Donnybrook.
You see, my companions here were trying to say is that those brigands tried to attack us, and we merely defended ourselves.
Yeah, they drew their weapons, so we drew ours. They just happened to be worse with their weapons than me.
You say with many, many fresh slash wounds across your torso.
It's like blood dripping out of like every pore in my body. Nothing that a champion couldn't handle.
I see. Well, you're still gonna have to come to the Townmaster's Hall to explain yourself to him.
Can I get patched up first? This kind of like hurts a lot.
He can wait.
Fine. We will see the Townmaster, or I will at least. I imagine my companions won't exactly pick a fight with a bunch of, innocents.
Of course, no. Let's go.
Just gonna actively pretend that Krell isn't chaotic good for a minute.
Speaking of our comrades, I look at Lys and Krell and I'm like, where the hell is Douglas? Where's he been? And on top of Douglas, where's Maurice? That's our emergency food.
Last time,
Maybe I didn't have to hunt all those squirrels and those 2 cats.
last time I saw them in the Stone Hill, in Stone Hill.
They were at Stonehill. Okay.
Stone Hill.
So Maurice is probably still at Stonehill. I imagine Douglas got bored.
So the mob begins to lead us back towards the Town Master's Hall, located directly in the center of town.
I've got 10 hit points, 16 armor class, no action surge, no second wind, and a death wish.
Hey, you kind of bleed through your abilities quick.
I bled through them that time because I knew we were getting around to the end of the session.
The
But
town
still, if I wasn't going to use them then, why wouldn't I?
Yeah, but the end of a session doesn't necessarily mean a rest is coming.
Well, yeah, that's true.
That was supposed to be on the map area the whole time. How about that? Okay, so the Town Master's Hall has sturdy stone walls, a pitched wooden roof, and a bell tower at the back. Posted on a board next to the front door is a notice written in common. It reads, "Reward, orcs near Wyvern Tor. Those of a mind to face the orc menace should inquire within." It bears the town's seal and an indecipherable signature.
Can you say the place the orcs were located one more time?
I will type it into chat.
Okay, thank you. Is it Dwarven stone?
I don't know. You're not a stonemason.
I sure as hell am not. I carve wood, bro.
Actively trying to not lose my notes while I type.
Thank you. Oh.
Poor isn't a real word, is it? I'm really doubting myself right now.
Bro, it's fantasy. Everything's a fucking word.
Yeah.
The red line means nothing. If I type a word enough times, it's a word to me. Just because Flandelan isn't a word, it is in my heart.
Well, like, city names and town names, I guess that makes sense to me, but usually, like, areas are like... I don't know. But no, I get it. It's just a silly name.
As we are led inside, we find our friend Douglas engaged in conversation with Sildar, and the town master is a male human, fat and slightly balding, but refuses to admit that he's balding. That kind of hairstyle, you know? Where like
Oh, we're like, you're
the
covering
whole
your
middle
bald
is completely
bangs.
bald, and he just keeps combing over the same 3 hairs and thinks that's covering it.
Yeah. Kind of like Martin Grossberg.
And he looks a little bit more well off than most of the town folk.
soon it will just fucking rudely walk up behind Douglas and wait for them to finish their conversation.
After a few more moments of conversation, Sildar will turn. Yes, our companions have finally arrived. I cannot remember the voice I did for Sildar.
Greetings, Sildar. You too, Douglas. I was wondering where you'd wandered off to.
I've been
Oh,
staying
well, you
here
know.
in the hall for quite some time, actually. Sildar replies.
Yes. A decent bit has happened since we, returned to Phandalin.
I can imagine.
I mean, I own a home now, despite the fact that my hometown is about, I don't know, 40,000 kilometers that way.
How many kilometers?
A lot. I couldn't tell you how far it is, I just made a guess. It probably isn't 40,000.
Considering
it's
you
a
can't
lot.
count, that's highly likely.
I can count!
I'd
What
be
comes
surprised.
after 3?
Duh, it's 5. Technically, every number after 3 comes after 3.
That is an indisputable fact. I had nothing to
Exactly.
retort with.
You
Oh,
don't have
I guess-
a retort to that, do you, Krell?
Just deep sigh.
I knew it. I'm an undisputable genius.
What do you want to tell yourself?
I tell myself everything!
Right. Well, let's get on with it then. Did y'all see the notes at the front with the bad handwriting?
Yes, they spoke of orcs near Wyvern's Tor. I recently fought an orc, well, a half-orc, in a fist fight, and I won.
It's exciting.
And Krell fought a Goliath in a fist fight, and won. It was brilliant.
She not won, she massacred the poor Goliath.
Yes, it was beautiful.
Yeah, really showed up Twinkle Toes here, pointing to Spoon's general direction.
Excuse you?
You heard me.
I did. I'm not happy about it. We'll talk about this later.
Well, now that you're done bickering, I do have your reward. As he hands our money man here the 50 gold we were promised for getting Sildar to Phandalin successfully.
Ooh, that brings our party total up to 95.
I just gained 50 gold.
Spoon's carrying the party money for the most part,
Oh yeah.
Yep.
because that was a party reward. That's why it was handed to him.
Boom is the most important character of the party.
Not the most important, I'm just carrying the money.
He's the
Exactly,
guy,
the most
he's the guy with the
important, that's it.
highest strength. So he doesn't have to worry about carry weight.
So
as
if
much.
encumbrance comes into play, I have to be the guy carrying shit. I'm perfectly okay with that. Ah, yes. 50 gold pieces on account of bringing Sildar here to Phandalin. Sildar, did you find your friend?
Not quite, but I have found some interesting information that may lead to him.
Oh. Well then. That's good.
It seems he disappeared while exploring the area around the manor about 2 months ago, shortly after arriving here, actually.
Huh. Well, I'll be. We're actually going to go over there soon ourselves.
It may be worth your while to investigate the area to see if you can find him or what would remain of him.
Sure. I don't see why not.
You could
I hope
identify
he-
him
well,
as a short, dark-bearded human wizard, about his mid-30s.
Short, human, wizard. Got it. You wizards, they like their big purple cloaks and pointy hats.
Not all wizards are Merlin, you know it.
What do you mean?
Who the fuck is Merlin?
What is a Merlin? That's a
He's a
fish.
old wizard who wore purple clothes, but
Was
today
he in a
everybody...
book?
Was he what?
Was he in a book?
There are a lot of books about him. He was a
I
famous...
don't read!
And I can't read.
He's also in a lot of tales spoken by mouth.
Again, I lived under a rock.
And I stayed mostly in coliseums. I have a wife and child. Or did.
That's sad, but okay. Sorry. to bring
He's
that up.
fine. He's moved on. He's up there with, probably in the Beastlands, hunting great game. Maybe giant squirrels.
You can believe
Truly,
whatever you want
his
to,
home.
buddy. But only me and the dice know where he went.
Truly brilliant. A proper fate for a good boy. So, Town Master, tell us about this orc problem you mentioned.
Yes. Before we get to that, there's the matter of the little ruckus over at the Sleeping Giant that you just caused.
The Redbrands caused it, not us.
We'll
We
see.
just took care of it.
My friend here was just having a drink, and they tried to rob us, mug
Yeah.
us. So just
We
defended
tried
us.
I went there to celebrate my big win, and they rolled up, talked shit, and got hit.
I simply refuse to believe that our town's own mercenary guild would get into such ruffian activity.
Mercenaries.
Wait,
Yeah, they're
hold
not
on.
much trouble at all, really, you see.
Well, this is very conflicting from what we've heard. You see, the guild that runs your town's economy has told us that they're brigands. Nothing better than bandits, if you will.
And they did prove that when they tried to mug us.
Yes.
Well, I've heard no such reports of this happening.
That's strange. Perhaps it's because they're your town's mercenaries and they kind of are your law? Or maybe not exactly your law, but the people who enforce it.
Maybe we're getting false reports?
That could be it too.
Make a perception check.
I will.
Both of you. Whoever's here can make it.
Fuck yeah, 11.
So, you notice on the far side of the hall behind him that there are two small but serviceable jail cells. the keys to which appear to be hanging from this man's belt.
Is there nobody in these cells?
They're currently empty.
Are there any bloodstains on the floor?
Roll investigation.
Ooh. Smart.
I like how Maurice's name has changed.
He's still Maurice.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm still on.
Fuck it. Could I also roll advantage to look for bloodstains? Oh, yeah, I said investigate. I know what I said.
Yeah.
I'm confident. Nat 20.
Well, you don't notice any bloodstains that would be concerning. You notice that the chamber pots in those cells have not been changed for quite some time. They're giving off quite a pungent odor.
Townmaster, does this place function as a mini prison of sorts? You have jail cells back there.
Yes. In addition to being this town's townmaster, I am also its primary jailer.
Interesting. I know criminals aren't exactly the best people, but do you think you could afford to clean out your chamber pots? You're effectively living in criminals' filth.
Well, I used to have a boy that would do that, but he went missing some time ago.
So do it yourself.
Why? Such a station is
Wait.
below me.
Isn't it concerning that a boy went missing?
Are you gonna sit here and preach to me that your shit doesn't stink, Townmaster?
Well, certainly it's not my shit that you're smelling.
Spoon takes a deep sigh and he kind of looks up and he closes his eyes for a moment. Right. So, this situation with the Redbrands, what can be done about it?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, nothing needs to be done about it.
Well, then there you go.
We received payment to deal with these brigands who are causing problems to this town comp.
Well, we were promised payment. We haven't been paid yet.
Curious. And who are you set to receive payment from exactly?
Now, see, if I tell you this,
Patron does not wish to be named. But she represents she or he maybe represents the miners exchange.
well, that's just. You may as well have just said her name at that point. Unless you're unfamiliar with your town's economy. I mean, you have enough money yourself. Surely you know how the exchange works.
So it seems Miss... Drawing a blank on her name. Halia
It doesn't know her.
is your benefactor then.
It could be. She did give me my house, but that was because I played well in a game of hers.
Of chess.
Yes! Chess! I'm a grand master!
Okay, at this point I'm gonna have you both roll deception.
Oh, that
Glorious.
one.
Yes. She's quite a chess fan.
Yes! Very big fan of chess.
He's just looking
Well.
at you skeptically with a raised eyebrow at this point.
What? You don't think I can play chess?
I don't think you can play tiddlywinks, to be honest.
What did you call me?
Roll a straight intelligence check to see if you even know what the fuck he's talking about.
Hell yeah. Let's go. What the fuck is a tiddlywink?
You see, it's a children's game played with a couple copper pieces. Never mind, it's not important.
That's stupid! Children in Squirrelstead fight each other!
Well, clearly, this is not Squirrelstead.
Yes,
This is my
it's
town,
Vandalin.
and unless you have any further business, I bid you adieu.
Yes, we talked about this not but 10 minutes ago. I wanted to ask you about the orcs problem you had near Wyvern's Tor.
Yes. It seems that just east down the Tribord Trail, travelers have reported trouble with a band of orcs. The reward is 100 gold pieces to anyone or any group of people that can take care of the problem.
You want people to go out and hunt a band of orcs?
I don't believe I stuttered.
Orcs are fucking scary, dude.
Wait, you are afraid of orcs?
Not afraid of anything. But orcs, they can fight, alright? I know a good fighter when I see one, and orcs are natural fighters.
Why do you think there's such a high reward on them?
How much is the reward?
I just had that page open. 100 gold pieces.
Total?
Yes, total.
Money. We could use that money to refurbish our house.
Oh yeah, that's right. I wanted to look into a
That's a good
particular
idea.
spell. Well, we're still in the process of getting ready to sleep.
I don't want to make decisions for everyone. I personally will see what I can do about these orcs.
I'm sure our townspeople would be much appreciated.
Maybe they'll ignore the fact that I killed a town's supply of squirrels. You guys don't use squirrels here, do you?
Maybe for making children's mittens?
Your children are weak!
They're supposed to be weak.
Children in Squirrelstead are 5 foot by age of 5, and they can snap the necks of rabbits by just clenching their hands.
That
Squirrelstead is a very lovely
terrifying.
town. You should visit sometime.
Does Squirrelstead stay in the Nine Helms?
Oh, Squirrelstead is a lovely place. It's a very nice town. It's like a light brown in atmosphere. The sunrise is beautiful.
The sunrise is light brown.
Well, yes, that is what I meant.
Does the sun have muscles too?
Yes, of course it does. What kind of the sun here has muscles? What kind of fucking question is that?
Okay, I see
Is
the kind
the
of
sun made of
people with it.
skin?
Yes, of course it is. What'd you think it was made of? Gas and molten material? Exploded stars? No! It's made of skin and muscle!
The sun was created by the gods. It's a powerful.
Yes, and
Divine.
guess what the gods created? They created me! At some point. Or at least they
True.
created humans. And by that logic, they created the sun. And the sun is made of skin and muscle. Think about it.
Interesting theory. Definitely.
No, it's not a theory, it's fact.
Of course it is.
What are your sources?
Me! And the scribes of Squirrelstead. Half of them can't read, but it's okay. I trust them.
It's very reliable.
Their writing looks like celestial, but I promise you it's common. I don't know what celestial looks like, but I assume it looks a bit something like the scribes of Squirrelstead.
I never heard of scribes that can't read.
Well, you've never been to Squirrelstead, have you?
Not yet, and I'm afraid to be now.
Don't be afraid, it's lovely. The men are huge, the women are huger, the squirrels are giant, it's great. The Colosseum is always bustling. I won my first belt there. Ah, memories. And I lost it tragically to the one man I've ever lost. El Brahmana.
I thought that was a bull.
He is a bull. And he was more of a man than the four of us combined.
Well, I'm a woman, so...
A man as a theoretical term. Like as a conceivable thing rather than a person. It makes sense in my brain, Krell.
I'm sure everything makes sense in your brain.
Of course it does. I've never been wrong in my life. Name one time since you've met me that I've been wrong about something.
Well, I said to hunt some squirrels. I said to hunt some squirrels to the soup, and you bring 2 cats.
They looked like squirrels. I'm sorry I can't see in the dark.
Squirrel is the same size as a cat's head.
You hunted cats?
No, I hunted squirrels and cats got caught up in the mix.
Okay, presumably you hit them and dragged them back with you. Did you not notice? Like,
No.
feel them?
No, because they were on like a big pallet, you know? So by the time I got back to the house, I had only just then noticed when I saw Torchlight. I buried them promptly, and I believe I did everything correctly.
We'll have to check that later.
So excited.
Douglas, you should come see the house with us! You should bring Maurice with you, he'll love it.
Suppose so. We need to be getting on to one of these quests anyways.
Yeah.
We need to get some more.
I
Adventure.
slap a giant hand onto like the desk of the town master. Well then, sir, we will be seeing you later.
Hopefully you'll cleaned out your shit by then.
Yes, do that. By God, it smells in here, and I imagine the majority of it is coming from the chamber pots and not you. You seem like a man who keeps himself well.
At least
Maybe
hope
it's-
so.
Maybe it's me. Ugh.
Could be you.
Yeah, you did get in a bare knuckles brawl that lasted like 15 straight minutes. So I can imagine you were quite sweaty.
Hey, town master, are there any ponds nearby?
Depends on how far you're willing to walk.
Not very.
Then none in the immediate vicinity. Most of the water for the farms is brought in via aqueduct.
What about a bathhouse?
A river right here.
There's a river?
Yeah,
Here.
top left of the map.
Oh, fuck, that's so far!
Yeah, I think I also need to bait.
So no bathhouse, no pond, the nearest river is in fuck all.
You do remember seeing a wash tub in your rundown house, although it is empty.
They probably have some holy water in the shrine.
We're not going to take the shrine's
not-
holy water for bathing! What?
It's just a
Use the
suggestion.
Where did you get such an idea? It's brilliant, honestly. I should have come up with that.
Brilliant.
Whatever.
If you do that, you're going to be cursed by the gods.
Either
Not
that or learn how to
necessarily.
control chi.
Yeah.
Hmm. The
Bathing,
god-
you're cleansing yourself in their essence. You know,
Surely
you're
the
just, like, covered.
surely the gods would understand.
No,
Yeah.
no, they,
You know,
Bathing yourself in holy water is the same as baptizing, is it not?
no, it's not.
exactly.
I
No.
think it is.
Maybe we should get you baptized. That's what it is. Let's get you baptized, and then we can also get you bathed in one step.
I'm good. I'm fine, thank you. I would really prefer not to.
Uh, can I speak to Silder?
Sure.
Privately?
You can kind of nudge him off into one corner as the rest of us are preparing to leave.
Okay.
Before they talk, I want to head over to Stonehill and start untying Maurice.
Okay.
Silder. You said your friends appeared by the manor, right?
Yes, that's correct.
The mercenaries between fingers, who calls themselves the red somethings, set a base in there, and we told them they're brigands, and quite frankly, we have proof that they're not on the good side of the law.
Yes, I'd come to that conclusion myself, but the town master refuses to believe anything I say to the contrary.
Maybe he is sorry to say it if you know him, but maybe he's got corrupt. Maybe he's giving some money by the.
It is
Was
entirely
Bennett-
possible, but it's not exactly my place to decide how a man runs his town.
That's true. But we are going to have to go there since we received a job and we can't break our promise. At least I can't break my promise.
Well, that is the honorable thing to do.
If I promise you, if your friend is in there, we'll at least bring him or his remains.
It would be much appreciated.
Thank you, Silder. See you later.
Farewell, friend.
Just keep this quiet from the town master. We trust him.
It will be done. As the rest of us make our way over to Stonehill to meet up with Douglas and Maurice.
Welcome. I guess Douglas is just like by the ox, just like waiting, like against the wall, against the ox. Where did y'all want to go? Did you want to go investigate the gang of orcs, or go over by the manor with all the missing people?
Well, let
Wow.
me tell you something, Douglas. I am currently bleeding out of several holes in my body, so I think we'll make way to our home so we can rest up a bit.
Yes, and after we rest, we shall go to Tresener Manor. I'm afraid Silder's friend might be there.
Yes.
And I
The
fear for you.
orcs serve a large threat in themselves, but the red brands display a more public problem, to me at least.
Yes,
It's
they
good.
that rising the town in his own house, it's worse.
Can I can I roll insight on Maurice?
For what purpose?
What? Sorry, what'd you say?
For what purpose?
Is he El Brahmana? That's what I want to know.
That'd be investigation then.
Okay. 7.
As far as you can tell, this doesn't appear to be the same creature you fought all those years ago.
Good. All right. My heart's much clearer now. Let's head to our home. I'm like scrutinizing Maurice the whole way there.
Douglas is gonna recommend to Spoon that he works on his phrasing.
It is. What do you mean?
Bleeding out of several holes is just an interesting way of putting it.
I mean, there's holes in my chest, my arm. I think it was a rather correct state.
Maybe we
If you
should buy.
say so.
Maybe we should buy some bandits and food at the provision shop.
Food is not a problem. I can simply go and hunt some more. And bandages can be made well enough out of hay if you put enough of it together into clumps.
Okay,
How
if
the
you say so.
hell are you alive?
Because I'm a champion, Krell.
Didn't you bring back cat corpses the last time you went hunting?
2 of them on mounds of squirrels that we later ate. So, if you're gonna complain, then you go hunting, Douglas.
Think I will.
Good. Like a single tear rolls down his face.
Douglas just shat on your hunting skills.
So I don't want to actually hunt for meat. I want to forage for like berries and stuff like that.
Alright. Roll me a survival check. As the rest of us make our way to Spoon's house that you have no idea where it is.
Oh, you know what, Douglas? I guess I should tell you, our house. It's a dilapidated piece of garbage, about a 5-minute, maybe 10-minute walk behind the Stonehill Inn. Just follow the road and you'll see it.
It looks that bad.
Yes. One of the walls is fucking
Garbage.
crumbling.
I wouldn't say 5-minute walk. It's about 200 feet down the road.
Well, okay. I was wrong.
I mean, you have a
Consider-
distance scale right there at the bottom of the map.
Damn, you make a good ass point. I guess I should zoom out a bit more so I can see the whole entire thing. And considering you can run 30 feet in 6 seconds,
Technically, you can run 60.
60, yeah.
So you can use an action
Well, that's
dash
more like
twice your
that's more like
distance.
sprinting at 60 feet.
Yeah, you can use your dash action to move 60 feet. With 60 feet in 6 seconds, as fast as all get out. You can make a stupid build where you can go like 2,000 something feet in a turn.
I imagine Monk is in that equation.
Yep. So Douglas manages to find quite the bevy of berries around town. Some nuts, some edible roots. Hell, even a few less than poisonous mushrooms.
Less than poison.
Where's the protein in this equation? I guess. Well, I guess.
No protein. Can I make any sort of alcohol with these?
Ooh.
Um, Technically, you make alcohol with just about anything, but
Yeah.
you could definitely
Yeah.
make wine from the berries.
Now that's the first good question you've asked.
Well, I assume it was a dwarf. His chosen tool was a brewer's kit. Then
Also, what is
yes.
the herbalism kit? Because I've tried to find info on it, but it's not very.
You can probably find the info you're looking for on 5e tools. In fact, I have 5e tools pulled up. I'll go look at it for you.
you could also just pull it up in the compendium.
That's true.
It's
Yeah.
a kit containing a variety of instruments such as clippers, a mortar and pestle, and pouches and vials used by herbalists to create remedies and potions. Proficiency with this kit
Ooh.
allows you to add your proficiency bonus to any ability checks to make or identify. Add your bonus to any ability checks you make to identify or apply herbs. Also, proficiency with this kit is required to create antitoxins and potions of healing.
Fuck. Cool.
And Krell also picked one up at some point, so we have two people in the party that could potentially be making potions.
Can I make any with what I just grabbed?
Not that you were aware of.
Okay.
Because you're
Just
mostly
make
looking
some wine
for
then.
edible
Yeah.
items rather than healing herbs.
No, you need red herbs, or no, green herbs to make healing potions. 2 of them.
How do
Okay.
you have this knowledge?
A story written by a man who draws stories into paintings. I don't remember what he called it, but it involved undead creatures and a man with a highly advanced hand crossbow. He had a stupid haircut.
I thought you couldn't read.
I can't read, but I like pictures, Crow.
I guess Douglas will eventually return with the berries. I don't know where his token. Oh, over here with.
Yeah, you're still over there, Maurice.
Yeah, we'll head back over. Bring some berries and acorns. And then some wine to sate the people who don't like what I've just brought.
Fair
I
enough.
knew you were good, Douglas.
It was just earlier today that you found out that wine could even be bottled.
Same with ale. The same day I was like, hold on, that shit comes in bottles?
And here is your friend Douglas with a couple bottles of wine out of nowhere.
By God, that shit really does come in bottles.
Granted, as it's not had proper time to ferment, it's not all that strong of wine.
But it is wine.
Definitely tastes good, that's for sure. But as far as alcohol content, it's very low.
Can I go ahead and set some out to ferment for later?
Yes, you can.
Just leave some out in our crappy little setup we've got then.
Let's get a buzz off of this.
Next time, we should eliminate the house.
This is your kind of alcohol, Liz. It's weak, you can't get buzzed off of it. Brilliant.
It sounds like the wine they give to children in the convent.
Fucking what?
Since in some rituals of the church where they have to drink wine, they give a weaker version to children.
Children
Do
are
the
weak.
children of your village not drink wine?
No, the children in my village drink ale! Hard ale!
Wait, that's a problem. Children shouldn't drink ale.
Well, the children in
Never.
Squirrelstead, we've proven, are rather strong compared to the children elsewhere. If you could point, if you could point,
They're just enlarged dwarfs.
no, they're children. I would know. Wisp was 6'1" by the time he was 12 years old.
I feel sorry for your women.
No, they're actually quite large themselves. My wife is only
Yeah.
about 6 inches shorter than me.
You have a wife?
Yes! I had a son, Douglas!
I thought it was like an adoptive thing. You know, like a foster. No?
No. No, Wisp couldn't have come from anyone but my own flesh and blood.
You said that the men were large and the women larger.
Precisely. I happened to get a woman who is shorter than me. You're just gonna have to believe me on this one. Maybe one day when we go to Phandalin, if we do, assuming we, none of us kick the bucket anytime soon.
We are in Fendlin.
I said Phandalin, didn't I? I know what I said! I said Squirrelstead! You're playing mind tricks on me. Point is that we should visit Squirrelstead sometime. I'll show you guys around, it'll be great. You
It
can
looks like an interesting place.
You can meet Tatan, assuming she's human by the time we get back.
Do they turn into squirrels?
No, Tatan was cursed. She stole an artifact from some ruins near Squirrelstead, and it turned her into a goblin.
Oh.
Congratulations, Douglas. You just given me the idea of were squirrels.
I think it's a pretty good idea.
Yeah, honestly. If you were gonna give lycanthropy to the spoon, she'd be a were-squirrel.
It'd be his worst nightmare.
It would be. You'd commit like ritual seppuku right on the spot.
I mean, you can try, but you don't have any silver.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Or
Fuck.
rather, you
A lot
don't
of
have
silver-
enough silver coins on you to melt down into a silver weapon.
What if I just swallowed them whole?
No need for melt down the silver coins. You just put all in a sock and beat the shit out.
Surely if I eat enough silver coins, I'll die, right?
Hopefully, otherwise that would be quite painful coming out the other end.
Are you saying my stomach acids aren't strong enough to melt silver?
Scientifically, no.
But who cares about science? Please do not give me a sudden heart attack. I did not mean it. Oh, ruler of the universe.
At this point, Krell's too tired and injured to give Spoon shit anymore. Just goes off
Yeah.
into a corner to fall asleep.
She knows I'm right. I may not have gotten an education. Or at least not one that wasn't in the streets of Squirrelstead. But what I do know is that good music heals any soul. I would take out my lute and start playing like a very calming song.
Seems juxtaposed.
Just in the moment, it was perfect.
Yeah. The name of the song is Carefree.
The generic ukulele music fucking comes on.
Can I try to treat the wounds of me and the other two before dinner?
Yeah.
You try.
Just shove clumps of hay into the wound. Tie it together with a little tiny piece of rope, and
Ready
boom!
to roll anything?
Medicine.
Medicine.
We got good wisdom.
I have proficiency in medicine.
Yikes.
Can I do something similar?
Sure.
Okay, let's see if I can do a little bit better. Douglas will just watch them try to do it, and it'll be like, oh god.
Can I try my hay tactic?
I probably tried the hay.
Watch this.
Apparently, hay was the best cure for sword wounds.
Look at that. See? The bleeding stopped and I already feel much better.
Make me a constitution save, though.
Sure. Fucking 9.
Alright. That'll come back to
Oh my
haunt you
God.
later.
Oh, fuck. You're gonna give me like a random poison condition in the middle of the next combat.
Well, I did just pick up a handy book of 50 different D&D diseases.
Oh, fuck. No!
Who writes a book like that?
A sadist.
What kind of monster?
I also just picked up the, what's it called? The Guide to Ravenloft.
Ooh, sounds cool.
That's all about how to make your adventures about 57% more terrifying.
Epic.
And it adds dark curses.
Was it written by the same guys who did Grim Hollow?
I'm not sure. It's official material.
Oh shit, okay. Grim Hollow's a pretty good
Grimhall's pretty
like
dope. I checked
Kickstarter
that
book.
out.
Yeah. Written by the Runesmith, or he helped write it. Cool guy.
Anyway,
I like
you
his
managed
joke
to,
video.
Spoon
hope-
manages to patch up his wounds pretty good with his hay and rope method.
God, I hope I don't get a disease from that. Or at least a bad one. Hopefully it's something like fucking worthless.
Oh.
You're gonna like hand pick some like you have to roll a fucking con save at disadvantage every turn or cough up one of your own organs.
Holy shit.
Well, I rolled to find out what disease that you got, and rolled
Oh,
a 2.
fuck.
So, fun.
Am I like fucked from just putting some hay on my wounds?
You're not gonna find out immediately.
Yeah, I get both of my things back.
I think we lost our fighter.
No, I'm fine. Bro, you can give me 5 points from lay on hands and cure a disease.
That's true.
I think. Right? Is that how that
He
works?
can either give you the 5 hit points or cure your disease.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Bada bing, bada boom, short rest, baby.
Isn't
Or
that a
long
long
rest.
We're
rest
actually
for
going to be
recover
taking
health?
a long rest,
Yeah, we're sleeping overnight, so I
Yeah.
imagine it's a long rest.
so you get everything back.
I'm down 2 crossbow bolts.
Douglas is basically sleeping outside anyway, so I guess I don't have to move this time.
Exactly. Maurice can stay here and hold down the fort.
And knowing what's to come, Krell's gonna swap out a couple of her spells.
Ugh.
I'm going to leave mine as they are.
You boys ready for our task?
Sure.
Believe
am.
so.
Lovely.
Alright. So we,
This Yarno, the short wizard bastard, should be around there somewhere. Hopefully. But what would the Redbrands want with some random wizard from the town?
A wizard's very useful.
Yeah, but I don't know what they in particular would want with him.
Well, since he has wealthy friends, maybe a ransom of some sort.
But if they wanted ransom, well, actually, that could explain why the town master was riding their ass.
Anyway, we should put our red scarves before leaving the house.
Oh yeah,
So-
we didn't grab Douglas one, which is kind of an issue.
Do we have any red cloth?
It's still the night before, by the way. We haven't gone to bed yet.
I have this costume I never wear. Perhaps there's some red cloth on it.
See, you had a fighter's costume and didn't wear it to the arena.
Yeah, it's just costume in my inventory, so like, I didn't think it mattered. Considering that I have a disguise kit as well.
Well, yeah, get the costume from your chosen entertainment background of Gladiator.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, can I just like rifle on the costume, see if it's got any red cloth?
Well, it's your fighter's costume, so you get to decide what's in it.
Then it probably is like an actual like fucking Roman gladiator's outfit. It's got like the long red cape, because I'm a fucking badass. So yeah, we could just tear a big chunk off of that and turn it into a scarf. Well, actually, it itself could just be a scarf. I don't see why not.
Yeah, it's quite possible.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go into my bag, like my fucking massive backpack, and like, I think I have something here somewhere. And it's like, plus like this triple XL fucking cape. Yeah, this'll work. I pull out. I take like one of my crossbow bolts and use it like a knife. I stab the fucking like side of it, and I just rip off a giant chunk.
Don't you actually have
You know I have
a
an
knife?
actual knife, right?
I don't need one. I've got 28 crossbow bolts. And if those didn't work, I have my bare hair. These are nature's knives, Douglas.
You also have a great sword and a hand axe.
Yeah, I've got many sharp things on me.
Your whip.
And if you think
clearly
about
not
it, if you
broken.
crack a whip good enough, it can tear through cloth.
Good luck making that to hit, Jack.
What did you say? I'm sorry, you kind of.
Good luck making that to hit, Jack.
Yeah, totally. Well, should I roll anything for what I just did? Just fucking
No, you're
tearing
making
up some cloth.
You're not exactly trying to be precise, so roll's not necessary.
So I basically just hand this big fucking like lump of red cloth to Douglas, and I'm like, you can make it work, right?
Sure.
Great. I know it's like almost twice your height, but you'll figure it out.
It's a
I
scarf.
can
You
probably
can wear
use
it in a
my knife
million
to shoot.
ways.
How tall is Douglas?
I think he's 4 or something, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. I'm not twice your height, but I'm still a rather bit larger than you.
4'6".
Yeah, he's 4'6".
I am 6'8".
Not quite. Yeah.
Not quite, but I'm still a lot bigger than you.
So,
You
yeah.
can make it work. You've got a knife. Ooh. A knife is just a stupider dagger, and a dagger is a stupider sword.
It's my father's knife, actually.
Ah, well then, I take back what I said. That is disrespectful to your lineage.
Douglas is gonna chuckle, but can I use, is like the little washcloth area empty? Because definitely want to clean that off before I put that on my body.
How rude, first of all. I don't think we have any water for you to clean it with. Unless somebody here has create water, which I'm pretty sure is like a fucking 4th level spell.
I think it's either 2nd or 3rd.
Oh, I was wrong.
I think the next river is on the other side of the town, so...
Hey, if you walk at the corner behind us for long enough, you'll eventually reach that corner of the town. That's big brain.
There's probably gonna be some water over there in Wyvern Tor or whatever. So I can go ahead and just take the bin with me and we can get some while we're there.
We're actually not going over there quite yet.
Oh, right. We're going to the manor first, right?
Maybe they have a well that you can wash it in over there.
Maybe. Probably stagnant water, though. Probably not too good.
Well, they have to drink it and probably bathe themselves. They don't bathe, they're bandits. I don't bathe, and I'm not a bandit, so...
Making
Wait,
a
you
lot
don't
of
bake?
assumptions here.
I bathe sometimes.
You should bathe at least once a week.
Once a week?!
So,
I bathe whenever a town I go into has a nice bathhouse. And let me tell you, Phandalin, as far as I know, doesn't. Maybe they do. Maybe I haven't explored enough of this damned place to know.
Telling you, they've got that holy water in the shrine.
if you bring the holy water, I swear to God.
I don't think I will take any holy water.
I'm gonna
Doesn't
get
ma-
this water one way or another.
We'll get a well installed.
I'm going to take that enormous thing that we have for bat and fill with water on the river.
Okay, so you're
walk-
gonna take the wash tub and make the journey to the other side of town, and then drag
Yeah.
back a couple 100 pounds of water. Okay.
Eh,
What the-
Make me an athletics check for that.
Okay, can I help him? I'm gonna go with him.
Alright, make that check with advantage.
oh, with advantage. Just roll again.
Can I also roll athletics?
He was getting advantage for you helping him.
Oh, gotcha, okay.
Because the help action is a separate action.
That's fair, yeah.
So between the two of you, you managed to slowly but surely bring this massively heavy wash tub full of water back to the house. It's cold as ice, but you have a good-sized wash tub full of cold water.
Here you go, Douglas. You can wash the cloth in this.
Just pour out the water onto the ground.
Yeah,
Don't
get a,
contaminate
get a-
the whole thing.
get a bucket.
Okay.
We can drink this water if we want.
Also, I'm pretty sure everyone in the party has a water skin.
I am thoroughly exhausted.
I'm gonna fill up my water skin while I'm thinking about it.
I don't think I've taken a single sip out of this thing.
Most
Me
people forget
neither.
they exist.
Oh my god.
I mean, since we went to the river, we probably filled it already.
Yeah, probably. Would have been a good time to do that.
I mean, it would be a boring D&D session since every single time we move, oh yeah, I drink, I eat, and I look for a place to fill it.
Usually those are things that are passed over, but generally tracked. You don't really pay attention to... Like, you normally in a town have access to food and water regularly. So,
Yeah.
it's not really a thing
Probably-
that's tracked in a town. But once you
probably
get out
in,
in the wilds, you'll want to have rations, potable water, stuff like that.
if you're not confident in your ability to hunt.
If you are in a dangerous situation, like in a desert with no
Yeah.
water, then
Yeah,
probably
in a desert,
good
that's a pretty important.
Everything's situational.
mechanic to keep on.
But yeah, we eat our plentiful harvest that Douglas has brought us for dinner, and drink his hastily made wine. Settle in for a good night's sleep. The night passes with very little incident. A little bit of movement around town as people are coming home from the last calls. And when you awake in the morning, rubbing the dust from your eyes, you see Krell on the opposite side of the room, off in a corner, in a state of undress, currently trying to put on a fresh set of clothes. And
Spoon
failing
pretends he
horribly
doesn't
at
do
it.
a damn thing. Spoon just leans right the fuck back down and closes his eyes again.
I pretend I don't see anything.
As you
I'm
shift
ready.
your weight back to a sleeping position, the creaking of the bedrolls that you're currently in give away your movements to Krell. At least pretend like you've seen a naked woman before.
I'm married, alright.
She goes back to struggling to put on this clean pair of pants that she has acquired.
I stand up with my back turned to her, doing like stretches and shit.
Douglas is still sleeping outside with Maurice, as he is akin to do recently.
Lovely.
I go into the wash tub, pick a handful of water, and wash my mouth with it.
Alright.
Hmm.
You should probably do the same, Spoon. It's not anything, but you know, your breath is kind of smelly lately.
Excuse me?
Your breath smells of squirrels.
I'm gonna pretend like I didn't hear that.
Uh, so your breath does not smell of squirrels?
I get the hint. Alright? I
Girl
will
finally managed to get her
dejectedly,
pair of pants on.
I will
after a great
dejectedly
deal of
approach
struggle.
this fucking wash tub and just fucking gurgle some water and spit it into the hay.
Into the hay!
Into
Is
the
it
hay.
that where you sleep?
There's hay everywhere, alright? I didn't collect all of it to make a mattress for me. If I did, that'd be smart and what I should have done, but I didn't.
And now you've got a crick in your neck from using a rock as a pillow.
Hey, shit happens.
I thought he meant the hay on his wounds.
No, that would be the stupidest thing I could do. So you contract infections.
More infections.
And that's
more
why he had to roll a
infections and
Constitution
disease that I already
save.
fucking got that I don't know of quite yet. Well, we should probably move for the manor at night. So I suppose we could move for the tour. But orcs are scary, and I'm not sure we'll be in fighting shape after that.
Probably not a good idea. We could look a little around a little bit to see if we find anything.
Seconded.
Yeah. Yeah, we could survey from a distance.
We also could go to the provisions and buy some
Soap.
uh,
Or little
uh,
blocks of animal fat.
that would be a good idea, but I was thinking more of something that to heal with a lot of people, like a bomb or two. Is there a bomb in this version of D&D?
Not that anyone in this town would know how to make.
You wanna
Oh,
go to the sweet old man at Barthren's Provisions and buy a fucking bomb?
I mean, a gunpowder at least.
Ugh. I don't think they will have a gunpowder here.
Yeah, but we need something to do with a lot of. We aren't going to find only a handful of people at the manor. There's probably be dozens of them.
Yeah, and some of us are magically inclined. And as Krell has shown, capabilities can in fact harm a lot of people.
That's true.
Not only that, but assuming we play this correctly, we may only have to fight 4 or 5 people.
Probably.
While it's not my favorite thing to do, I can, in fact, stab a man in the back.
Okay, I am not very good at myself.
It's not about how good you are at stealth, it's about how good you are at running at somebody full speed and killing them before they can scream.
I'm pretty handy with my spear.
Exactly. And I am rather good at shooting a crossbow.
Crow finally finishes getting dressed and starts pulling over her new studded leather armor.
I yell outside at Douglas. Like, I walk over to the crumbling wall and yell,
Just a
Douglas, what do you think?
Does any of the books on this house contain anything useful at all?
We never looked through any of them, but we believe that they were damaged enough where even trying to open them would destroy them. And
Plenty
Crow
of them
has a
have
whole
pictures.
1 point higher in her armor class now that she's put it on studded leather.
Nice. Making her AC a grand, what,
15.
14? 15.
It was 14.
Well then, we've got some scoping to do, boys.
Alright.
Start picking up my things. Put my hand axe and my sword on my back. Strap my crossbow. Pick up my bags and just barge out of my front door. What's left of the front door, anyway.
Just going to put my Air armor, shield, and
Uh-oh. That was
oh.
good. He,
The
went
ox
off,
located
he,
into
he went
that.
offline too. Did his Wi-Fi just go out? Or
Something.
he's still in the roll. He's still in the roll 20.
Yeah, roll 20's got a hell of a delay on it.
Is that right?
Do you want to wait for him or?
Don't know.
It's the DM's choice, I guess.
Well, at the moment, we're just casing out the joint, so it'll be a series of individual rolls. Okay, so what are you guys doing to check the place out? It is perched quite a bit up on a hilltop, so if you want to get anywhere near it, you'll definitely have to be stealthy if you don't want to be spotted.
Spoon is just gonna like walk around the outer perimeter, like the fucking actual hill itself, and just see if you can get any look at it.
Actually, not a bad idea. There might be a escape tunnel for them.
Yeah, they did say something about the entrance being near some thistle in the back.
It was on the back, but on the hill itself, maybe around here on this forest, there might be a escape tunnel.
Who knows? We'll find out.
Anyway, Spoon
Okay, you
can
go
make a
north.
perception check to check out the manor while walking around the perimeter, and
Perception.
Liz can look for that aforementioned thistle with
Got
a
two.
investigation check.
Well, hey,
Hey, sorry. Don't buy a charger from 5 and below. It's not a very good idea.
Dude, I totally fucking feel you there. Don't even worry about it. I understand.
What's with the dice rolls? None of them are good.
Oh,
We are rolling rather poorly.
what are y'all trying to do?
We're just surveying
We're
the
scoping out the
manor.
manor, trying to find one, what their defenses are on the manor itself, and if we can get a good look on the manor, and two, trying to find the hidden entrance that we were told about that's hidden behind some thistle.
Douglas is pretty inquisitive. Can I try? Or am I not with y'all?
Yeah, we all pretty much went.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
What
we're-
should I roll to?
What are you specifically trying to do?
Okay, so there's supposed to be a hidden entrance somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Would it, with my stonemason, can I tell if the building is made of dwarven stone?
Let me look.
Now that is the question of the.
It is.
Oh yeah, I remember the last session the DM said in front of our house there's a dwarf and crafted something.
Oh no, the floor of Spoon's house is finely crafted stonemasonry. But
Love.
Nice.
as it happens, the floor of the manor is also made of stonemasonry. And from what you can tell of the build of it, there's clearly a cellar under the house as well. That's also made from stone.
Perfect. So I want to find the cellar using my knowledge of dwarven stone and dwarven architecture. So how would I? What check would that be?
That would be investigation with advantage.
Nice. Where's that? So handy just to click a button and then do it.
Yeah, that's why I give you the link. So yeah, using your fantastic knowledge of stonework and how someone would set up a house to perfectly accent it, you easily find the standard cellar entrance rather than the hidden entrance that your companions were looking for.
All I'm gonna say is I'm gonna point to it and I'm gonna yell at them, Dwarven stone! It's beautiful!
And
I think he might have found it, or he's just mad.
that's a cellar entrance. We're looking for the entrance that we were told about from the barkeep at Sleeping Giants, hidden under some thistle. And
Well,
boy,
this is just about as good as anything. Why waste all this time looking for some other entrance? We might be able to get in there through here.
yes, but
Yeah.
that would require us to walk up to the manor. I guess we could try and scale up the back if we have enough rope for it.
More or less,
I
how
have
he found the cellar
tons of
is that
rope.
he walked right up to the manor. It doesn't seem like there's any guards guarding the manor itself.
Oh. Huh.
Uh,
Well,
we
I
can-
stand wildly corrected then.
And we guys-
let's enter the cellar. There might be something there.
Fuck it. Why not? Yeah. That's our infiltration point. The cellar.
Hey, there might be wine in there.
Wine? Hell yeah!
Okay, put your scarves before it.
Oh, no, right.
And if you see anyone, your names are Felipe.
Nah.
Every one of us is Felipe, and we are the new members.
My name's Barthen, of Barthen's Provisions.
Not
Of
a
course.
really, not a good idea.
I'm sure it'll be great. I mean, not like they know who we are. The only one of their boys that met us are dead. So
Yes, we kept the barkeep alive, so
And the barkeep was being threatened by them. She has no reason to sell us out.
yes, she could be threatened again to tell us who we are.
Well, then we just won't let her get threatened by taking these guys out. That was the whole goal anyway.
Exactly. So let's go to the cellar, put our red scarves.
I,
Man.
with my brilliant knowledge of not knowing how to tie a knot, just fucking put on this scarf.
Alright.
I could tie a knot. It's just like a
I need to
child's
put
knot.
the scarf around my neck, just covering my mouth a little, maybe.
I do like the fucking the bunny ears knot. Ah, yes.
I just thought of covering my mouth a little so that my face doesn't look so similar to what was before.
Krell's just wearing hers as just like a sash belt. As
Douglas is gonna try to wrap his the best he can around himself, but I didn't tear off anymore, so it's just still kind of large. Kind of looks like a turtleneck, I would think.
The whole cape, I just tore off a chunk. I think we're as ready as we'll ever be.
Oh, let's into the cellar. Remember, anyone we found, we are the new members, Felipe and Josias. Josias.
why do we even need code names?
Who needs
Because,
code names when you can just kill them?
because our names might be known by then.
I feel like the chance of them knowing who we are is very slim. They'll know me, and if they're smart, they'd want to accept me into their little brigade.
We just killed 4 of their members.
Yeah, but they don't know that.
They might know that because there was a mob of peasants, and the town master's probably corrupt.
The those people, those peasants you mentioned, they brought us to the townsmaster, so they didn't even get to see the carnage. And
Yeah.
the lady who runs the bar was probably too afraid to say anything if she was assailed again. All I'm saying is this paranoia seems a bit unnecessary to me.
Okay. So let's do the following. If there are less of them, we can attack them. If there are more, we use the codenames. Okay?
Fine.
Okay then.
Alright.
Let's go to the cellar.
So we make our way down to the cellar.
Very definitely subtle.
The door
Got
opens into a 5-foot wide landing, 15 feet above a large cellar, with stone steps descending to the floor and 2 short flights. Another door stands beneath the stairs to the north. A large stone cistern occupies the western part of the room, whose walls are lined with kegs and barrels. The room appears to be a large storage cellar, exactly the sort of thing one might expect to find beneath an old manor.
What is this?
What are you clicking on? Oh, the number?
Yeah.
It's just a way of organizing the rooms, so
Okay.
I know exactly which part of the room you're in to describe.
This isn't a great time, but I do need to head out soon. Yeah, just spent a lot of time on role playing.
Yeah.
I before I head out though, I'm going to empty out my water skin, and I'd like to poke a hole in one of the barrels with my knife to get some of that wine in there.
Nice.
Is this
Alright.
a door?
So yeah, you go around to the barrels, giving them a good shake, and you finally find one that's got a nice liquid sound in it. You jam a dagger into it and collect some of the pouring out liquid into your water skin.
Perfect.
This a door.
Well, you guys go ahead. I think I'm just gonna guard the door over here.
Right.
Right.
Need to make sure we're not ambushed or anything like that. Anyways, I do actually need to head out, but I'll see y'all next week.
Alright, see you then.
Totally.
Okay, bye. So, these bumps are anything or just random bumps to the wall?
The white squares, that is a door.
Okay, so we have 2 doors to go on.
I'm gonna slowly walk over here and kind of peek in, open this door and peek in.
One moment.
I'm going to do the same with this one.
Spoon, as you reach out and grab the handle of the door, about to pull it open, it seems to open itself.
Oh, God.
As you now stand face to face with a man on the other side of it. Which I am not entirely sure you can sing.
Is he clearly a Redbrand?
No, you can't see through that, apparently.
Always fun.
Oh, okay.
Um,
There. Figured out how
Oh,
the doors
shit.
work. He is noticeably wearing a red scarf, much like the ones that you are.
Greetings, brothers. I got lost and couldn't quite find the front door. I do that in quotes. So I figured it would be alright if I entered through the cellar.
Roll deception.
Sure. 4. It's up. Jig is up.
I've not seen your face around here. Who are you?
Yes, I'm new. My name is actually New, but it's spelled N-U-E. But I'm also new to the team. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
I hadn't heard of any new recruits coming in.
Well, that's weird.
Can I, do I notice that they're talking?
It's a cellar, so you can definitely hear their voices echoing a bit.
Okay, I'm going to go there and, hello friends. I got
That's-
here to be the new recruit.
Yeah, Glassstave surely should have told you about me. He's very thrilled to have someone of my large and intimidating stature join the team.
Roll
Sorry,
deception
I don't
at,
see.
roll deception at disadvantage.
Hey, 2-8, let's go.
Something ain't sitting right with me. I don't think you are who you say you are.
Yes.
Are you doubting what I am saying of the new recruit? Do you want me to tell the boss it?
Roll intimidation, Les.
Shit.
Everyone's rolling poorly on these checks. The boss, right. I don't think you're gonna see the boss today.
Of course not.
Well,
Is
it wasn't today.
business.
It was late last night.
I don't think you catch my meaning, friend. You're going to die in this basement. Roll initiative.
Oh man.
I didn't even get to do. I didn't get to be snive and do what I wanted.
Well, talking's a
That's a
free
shame.
action, and Corell just rolled a nat 1 on initiative.
Oh, what a shame. Am I gonna go first? Please, God, let me go first.
Oh god. Oh yeah, the spear can attack more than just up front, right?
Spear has a range of 10 feet, yes.
So 2 blocks.
You gotta stab over my shoulders. Good luck. I don't know how tall you are, but I imagine I'm a decent bit larger.
I have 2 meters. I don't know how many feet those are.
2
No, I have
meters?
1 meter and 8 centimeters.
Can we just go on record that one of these ruffians just rolled a 3 and would normally go slower than Krell, but in that one automatically brings you to the bottom of the list regardless of result.
You said you were 1 meter and 8 centimeters?
Yes.
Fucking centimeters. God. I have to do these fucking conversions. They're always on a sheet for me.
Uh, oh, God.
Inch. So you would be
5'9".
five. Yeah, you're almost an entire foot shorter than me.
I just make that 4 because it's on me drag.
Well, shit.
Luckily for you, it's the boy in the far back that goes first. So, he can't really do a whole lot.
He can throw something at me. That's for sure. What
If I
is
want
it?
to, can I throw my spear?
Is
I
spear
mean,
a throwing
I don't
weapon?
see why not.
I mean, you can throw any weapon, but it determines if it's
I don't.
uses its own stats or uses.
I don't think it's a thrown weapon.
It's a spear. It's practically a javelin.
I mean, you're correct to a certain degree, but not all spears can be thrown.
A spear is considered a thrown weapon,
Well, all right, I was wrong.
and it has a range of 20 to 60 feet.
Ah,
And it's also versatile.
okay, but I have a big slab of sharp metal on my back, and it accomplishes what I need it to, which is cleaving dudes in half.
So the first guy just prepares his gear and equipment. He was a little bit slower on the draw to get his gear ready. The guy directly in front of Spoon is going to take his 2 short sword attacks on him.
Oh yeah, they have multi-attack.
Neither of which will hit. As he
That's new.
basically went to attack from the scabbard immediately.
You thought you had the surprise on me.
Forgot to switch
You
the playlist. And now it's Spoon's turn.
I am going to swing at this poor fellow with my greatsword. I don't think a 13 hits.
It does not.
Yeah, figures.
As we move on to
to-
Liz, who is currently using Spoon as a meat shield.
And I'm going to hit the guy right in front of Spoon with my spear. Two-handed.
20 will hit
And
for 7 points piercing damage. Oh yeah, I forgot to set up that EPI I wanted to do.
I like fucking duck under my legs and stab him in the shins.
He just reams it under your arm, just kind of blind stabbing around you. He just happens to impale this man through the gut.
Jesus.
Oh, geez, what the hell did I just do?
Oh no, is everything broken?
I just randomly did something. Actually, I clicked one of the shortcut buttons on the side of my mouse and it made everything reload.
Oh fuck.
I guess that's my
Oh,
fresh hotkey.
This is a really weird place to get into a fight. We're all basically just standing in a line.
I'm poking the guy right in front of you.
Yep, you sure are, buddy.
What the hell does he see like a gigantic spear appear from behind the fighter and takes some time to poke and doesn't move?
Alright. The boy in the back's gonna move through the space, trying to route around you a little haphazardly. Oh, I gotta get the character sheets back out, damn it.
What a day it would be to have the I forget what the maneuver is called. I think it's called brace.
Not entirely sure.
Fine. Make your attack. See what happens. You're not gonna hit me, that's for sure.
And he doesn't, as he makes a couple of offhanded sword slashes after moving through your personal space.
Yeah.
Krell's up. Does she even have anything that would be effective at this range?
I think she can vicious mockery the guy that just ran at us.
It's on top of some barrels.
Alright, Krell's gonna move along the edge of this cistern, dragging her dagger along the stone edge, creating a reverberating echo through the area, and attempt to throw it at this boy.
Yeah.
21 hits
Shit.
for 9 points of damage. Because I remember to finally put on the modifier for Fury the Small.
Fuck yeah. She's a goblin. She's gotta get that fury of the small in.
In this full round of turns, let it be known that Krell did the most damage.
Raul did the most damage in a round where about like 12 attacks went around.
I never rolled Douglas into
It's actually-
initiative,
it's actually
but
more
he's
like-
just going to move back out the way.
It's actually more like 9, but whatever. 2 attacks from each boy, and then 3 attacks from us.
This guy is going to make his way out of the room and stand in the cistern.
Boy, I am thoroughly surrounded.
Luckily for you, this boy's going to take advantage as he tries to swing from these slippery stones.
Thank God.
Causing,
nat 20s.
I believe, neither of those to hit you. Yeah, you're AC 16, so neither of those hit you.
Nice.
And the man's still in the doorway. The music stopped, I just realized. Alright, restart that.
I have faith.
There we go. So yeah, man's still in the doorway, makes his 2 attacks. And finally one of these men finds purchase upon your person,
Damn.
dealing 7 points piercing damage as he reopens one of your poorly medicated wounds.
God damn it.
My
Now-
hey!
Now I'm mad. Now I'm upset.
Well, it is your turn.
And this guy's about to have a pretty poor time for what he just did to me.
14 will miss.
I have inspiration. I'm gonna roll it.
Alright.
It's a D6, right?
Your inspiration is rolling another d20.
Oh shit. So I just roll my attack again.
Yeah.
That's a nat
That's a nat
20. Yeah, fuck you. Oh my god, this poor guy.
Ew.
That's max damage.
This guy is dead.
What do you get? I bandaged these wounds with haze. I took a lot of time to do it.
Just going on record that you would have nearly murdered this man outright from full health. if he somehow had a way to come back from unconsciousness as PCs do, dealing a total of 23 points of damage to a man that only had 9 to begin with. Or 9.
I'm upset. I basically just fucking cut this man's head clean off.
One.
I take a big sideways arced swing at his neck and just take it off.
Alright, on to Lys's turn. As he now
Okay.
has a man flanking him on either side.
Okay, which one is dead?
The one right in
One
front
that
of
now
me.
has an X.
So I'm going to attack the one which is on the slippery stones with my spear. Aim for his head.
14 will miss.
Sorry. I clicked twice for some reason.
Yeah, it does that sometimes.
Oh, that's so tough. You rolled the same thing as me, but I got a nat 20 on my inspiration.
The fellow above Spoon is gonna suddenly realize that his companion just got beheaded in one swift motion. Actually,
Make a save against being scared.
if we can move back to Spoon just a moment, roll me one more attack with your greatsword.
Sure, yeah. 22.
Alright. So, in your great cleave against this man in which you took his head off, you followed through on your swing and managed to plant your sword firmly in the man below you as well.
For 8 slashing.
You do not need to roll that damage.
Oh, sorry.
With the optional cleaving rolls, if you do more damage to an opponent, there's another opponent within 5 feet of the same arc of the attack. You can roll to hit again and deal the remaining damage to that foe.
Oh my god.
There's
So,
a reason that's
if
an
this guy
option.
only had 9 health, that's what?
Yeah.
He takes fucking...
The other man takes the remaining math.
23 minus 9.
14.
14.
We are really bad at math.
Bro, I failed most of my math courses, I can admit that.
So yeah, in beheading the first man, you firmly implant your greatsword in the second man below you, almost taking him out as well.
Seriously, I worked really hard on these hay bandages!
And moving back to the initiative order, the ruffian directly below you, in absolutely pants-shitting terror of you now, is gonna instead turn his attention away from you and try to attack Lys.
I realize I've got that big dick energy.
And in his panic, he managed to roll it out one.
Fuck yeah! It's called the Terror of Spoon the Eye Gouger.
And having failed his con save, the
Oh yeah.
additional strain and mental effort required to handle such a situation, he pulls a muscle in his upper body and now has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks requiring upper body strength for quite
Man.
some time if he manages to live.
God, this poor guy.
So basically, homeboy just pissed his pants, got freaked
My man.
out, panic swung, and threw out his back, all in one motion.
They should have accepted us.
I've suddenly been struck with muscular dystrophy.
They should have accepted us as new members.
See, all of this could have been avoided if you just chose to let us through. This is what happens when you make an enemy of a champion.
Bunch of weaklings, the lot of you. As Krell's gonna vicious mockery the boy that just shit his pants.
She's gonna get good damage on a vicious mockery one of these days.
Well, now that I'm remembering to add Fury the Small, everything does more damage to most people. So he gets a DC 13 Wisdom. Which he passes, god damn it.
You are yet to fucking get somebody with that.
I will get someone eventually.
Someday you'll get somebody with that.
Like, I got
Someone will die, baby.
Someday someone's gonna die of a vicious mockery. I can feel it.
Oh no, my feelings, pa.
I once had somebody flavor it as like, yeah, your vicious mockery hurt this guy's feelings so bad he basically killed himself.
That's usually how it goes. You just get shamed to death.
There's no point in living. Hit me, I love it.
This man's still with a large majority of your great sword in his torso. It's gonna make a couple. I don't know why that rolled. Short sword attacks at you. And apparently the massive amount of adrenaline flowing through his body rolled him a nat 20.
Fuck!
For 9 points piercing damage.
How was it? 13.
It seems having a something to mount his body on kind of negated the fact that he's standing on slippery stones. Whether it be his own will or not, as it moves on to your turn, Spoon.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my second wind.
Probably not a bad idea. I believe that's a D10 plus
1d10
your
plus
level.
2. Yeah, plus 2. Woo! 11. Bringing me up to 15.
Definitely a decent second wind.
I'm going to basically just try and follow through my currently fucking stabbed-in greatsword in this man.
Alright.
I think an 18 hits. Baboom, 13.
13 points slashing damage.
I'm fucking pissed.
So
These
basically,
guys
with your
challenge the
great sword
champion.
in this man's chest, you just start reaming it back and forth in a sawing motion and finish the job you started.
You have nobody but yourselves to blame for this!
As we move on to Lys's turn and one remaining bandit.
Okay, can I do something that won't kill him? We could maybe threaten him for information later.
Yeah, you can do a non-lethal blow.
Uh,
Basically, you still
okay,
make the attack, but instead of, if you drop him to 0, instead of killing him, he nearly falls unconscious.
okay, so let's do that. I'm going to
Alright.
just
So make your attack roll
pierce his
normal.
leg with my
22 will
spear.
hit.
You hit him with the stick of your spear instead.
Yeah,
You turn him around and hold it
So
by
yeah,
like the very
instead
edge
of
the
doing
neck.
a lunging attack, you basically swing it like you would a staff and crack him with the wooden end across the face, rendering him unconscious.
Oh,
Wow.
Nine
damage.
Man, these guys got fucked up.
they should have taken over.
We learned our lesson the first time.
They should have just let us through. Ugh. I feel much better now.
Me too.
Well, may as well tie this guy up. He's not going anywhere.
Krell's
Yeah.
gonna walk over and retrieve her knife from this man's body.
Oh yeah, she threw her fucking knife at him.
This guy is going to wake up scared shitless.
Well, he is literally scared shitless. So as we
Yeah. Let's do
up
the
this-
following.
So as we tie up this man and prepare him for interrogation, that's where we will end the session.